The Black Friday offer, because we all know what tomorrow is. But at the same time, we all know what today is, at least here in America. Happy Janksgiving, everybody. For the first time since I've started doing all this ridiculous shenaniganry on Thursdays, I have actually remembered to make the Janksgiving joke. I really hope that's not the pinnacle of the episode, but who knows these days? We're going to give it a shuffle and see and we're going to see who is going to be thankful this Janksgiving, you or me or all of us. Let's spin and find out, and then we're going to have ourselves a nice little Thanksgiving time, and hopefully you've already eaten. If I do have to eat some horrifying gum, although I do have to say, huh, this is I had something planned for when the pack from Leaf Fan Down Under popped up, and wow, kind of ironic that it would happen on Thanksgiving. But you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. We're going over to the table. We're hunting for a pack of Bill and Ted cards from Leaf Fan Down Under, and then somebody's going to be thankful for what I'm about to do. Let's put it that way. But until then, hang with me. We'll see you over at the table. Feels so good to have actually remembered to make the joke. Happy Janksgiving, everybody. It is Thursday. It is Thanksgiving here in America because we make sense. Harvest holiday? That's right. Let's wait until pretty much the dead of winter. How we roll. But we're going digging for the pack of Bill and Ted's cards sent a good while ago from Leaf Fan Down Under. And then I really hope it's in there because I'm just throwing stuff in here willy-nilly. Yep, here we go. Bill and Ted's most atypical movie cards. But let's begin with what I'm thankful for. The Steelers finally did something, and I'm both happy and angry about it. Granted, it is, for disclosure and all this whatnot, it's Tuesday evening as I'm filming this. The Steelers finally fired Matt Canada, the offensive quote-unquote coordinator. And I'm happy, but at the same time, like, it should have been done a long time ago. But one major problem gone, a couple more to be dealt with. But that is for another video. For right now, we have from Leaf Fan Down Under, link to their channel down below. You are never going to have as much fun watching two people open trading cards as with Leaf Fan and Mrs. Leaf Fan. It's just, and I cannot say, I can no longer pronounce Tavares' name correctly because of Mrs. Leaf Fan, but they sent us a pack of Bill and Ted's most atypical movie cards. Win a bodacious trip to San Dimas, California, or some other non-bogus prize. Let's see what the information here will tell us. Top quality t-shirt. That's right. Can be yours for only $8.95. That was ever so long ago. What year was that? Anyways, 1991. But it's going to be Pro Set, which means it's going to be awesome. And the best part is there's no gum. But at the same time, there's something that ever since I got this pack of cards has been planned. And you'll see what happens in a few minutes. But we're going to take our time. Ooh, win. But we've got our 91, I think, Pro Set, Bill and Ted. I didn't even check. How many do we got here? 10 triumphant cards. Well, we've got our instant win rules. Well, that's cool. Actually, it's a scratch-off thing. I'm going to save on to that because you never know. Let's get into it and see what we got. Oh, this is going to be good. Yep, this is going to be good. And potential TTM fuel. Denomalo's fire is deflected by the heads of evil Bill and Ted, thanks to the advice of Miss Wardrow. Jeez. Bill and Ted hit 2 self-destructing buttons in the necks of evil Bill and Ted, leaving evil Bill and Ted and Denomalos in 3 piles of ash. It has been forever since I have seen Bill and Ted. Bogus Journey. Oh, I really got to rewatch that. That might be what I'm doing after this. J7, dude. Hit, you sunk my battleship. The Grim Reaper, being a sore loser, I would imagine so, challenges Bill and Ted to another game. Best 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5, and that's how we did it as kids. 2 out of 3, no, 3 out of 5, no, 4 out of 7, and then it became, well, this one's for the championship of the universe. People will understand what I'm talking about. Oh, the potential for a dual signature on this, and I've heard Keanu Reeves is actually... Well, he's a good human being, so I'm wondering if he'll actually sign. Totally dead, Bill and Ted run toward town after giving death a Melvin. They make it to their apartment and see their evil counterparts totally scoring with their future wives. Kids, the 90s were an interesting time. For all you youngsters out there, there was a time when... never mind. That's going to get me kicked off of the YouTubes. Ooh, okay, so it's both. So we've got Excellent Adventure here. Yes! Is that? Yep, I was going to say, is that Rufus, a.k.a. George Carlin? Rest in peace. It's complete. We're good. It is time for Rufus to seek Bill and Ted and get them started on their excellent adventure. His leader sends Rufus on his way. God bless George Carlin. I was hoping... Look at that. We got the 3-fer. And this is a good pack. Oh, I love it. Bill and Ted land back in San Dimas the night before at the Circle K, where they meet up with themselves before they started their most excellent adventure. Oh. You have to wonder, how much fun did especially Keanu Reeves have doing this movie? Hello. The 90s. That hair, my God, man. Bill and Ted help the Princess Babe celebrate their 521st birthday at a most resplendent party. Captain Logan and his new wife, Missy, Ted's new mom, Bill's ex-stepmom, join in the festivities. Yeah, that wasn't hard to follow. We got here. Oh, that's right. God, who else was in that thing? Historical figures explore the mall. Now, this is up for, a little bit of debate how his name is actually pronounced. I've heard many people, especially in America and the West, pronounce it Genghis, but from what I've heard, it's more pronounced Shingus, but I could be wrong. Genghis Khan destroys a mannequin with an aluminum baseball bat while Abe Lincoln gets photographed. What did they call Socrates? Was Socrates? My God, I need to watch this movie. Ooh, what's this? Behind the scenes outtakes. Oh, sweet. Bill and Ted jam in the most excellent air guitar session. Remember when air guitar was a thing? It might be coming back. Ooh, there's something interesting here for the last card. But we got this one here. There's old Abe. Is that Freud with the kick me sign? Historical figures encounter the San Dimas Mall. God. Can you imagine? Let's just, for a minute, could you imagine being able to bring back historical figures like that? I have a list, but this is our last card, and it's, well, this is cool. This is like actually kind of slab-worthy. The cartoon version, Bill and Ted, stars the most atypical and non-bogus cartoon characters ever. Bagging on Fox Television this fall. Wow, that's actually an advertising card, but it is awesome. What is it? Bill S. Was it Ted Theodore Logan and Bill S. Was it Bill S. Preston Esquire? Who was the Esquire? I think it was Bill. But that was a fun pack. Man, that brought back so many memories to those movies. It's weird. It's been a very long time since I've seen both of them, but I remember Excellent Adventure better than Bogus Journey. I think tonight I may have to rectify that. Yes, that was fun. Thank you, Lee Fan Down Under. That was a fun fun pack. And that's the glory of good old. That's what I'm thankful for, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of take the pun away. But we move on to a couple of shout-outs, a quick Ploog hunt, and then I have to do some preparation. It won't take you guys but a minute, but it'll take me, I don't know, probably 5-6 minutes, depending on what I got to do. Milestone Shoutout. Actually, I was watching some videos and catching up. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector is at $5.99. Granted, like I said, this is Tuesday evening, so by Thursday he could be at 600, but we're going to make sure we're going to get him to 600 and keep him over 600. I have learned so much about like the little nuances of comics that I would never know being on the periphery from watching his channel. Just fantastic. He does a great job. Just go check him out. You're going to learn something, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then fantasy football, I got destroyed this week because, because Joe Burrow. Well, that's a thing that happened. But it was at Chicago Schultz. He took me down last week. 22 Comics is my opponent this upcoming week. And I don't even know. Joe Burrow being gone, that basically renders Jamar Chase useless. Joe Flacco is back in the AFC North on the Cleveland Browns. Up is down, left is right. Dogs are hanging out with cattle. I don't know what's going on, but this football season has been one of the weirdest on record, and I've said that every year for the past couple of years, but this year has been taking the absolute cake. Speaking of cake, that would be nice to eat. But before we go on to that, I want to do a Ploog hunt. We'll do the shout-outs one more time, and then I'll get into my little Janksgiving celebration. We did well last week. We picked up a Metallic Storm. Still looking for some of the base cards. Really, really want to complete this set because it is kind of awesome. No Metallic Storm in this one, unfortunately. But let's go in and see. Wouldn't it be ironic if the last hunt was the last one I pulled? Centaur's Turf. Do I need that? No. But that's pretty sweet Centaur battle. Fairly sure I've seen this one. I think I'd remember it, but you never know. Scorpion. Yep, I've seen that one. Doesn't look like any scorpion I've ever seen nor would want to encounter. That's beautiful with the orange background. What do we got here? Hellrider. Do we need Hellrider? We do not need Hellrider. You'd think he'd be more demonic as a Hellrider, personally. This one is interesting. This is the new Sultan. I must have seen it at least once, but some of these cards you'd think I would... Hello. How you doing, fella? God, the art is amazing. This is the Laughing Cavalier. Hey, we need the Laughing Cavalier. Let's go. Number 78, off the books. Yowza. Look at you. The Cyclops. We've seen him. Sinbad versus the Cyclops. I think that was a bad sci-fi movie. This is a combination of interesting things, and I'm not sure which it is. But this is Lord of the Sea. But which Lord of the Sea? Because that's... You would think Poseidon / what's the... Oh my God, Neptune. I was like, what is the Roman version of Poseidon? And it's Neptune, but then you've got the Norse ship in the bottom. He's got basically like the Christian devil horns. That's an interesting conglomeration. God, I love the Laughing Cavalier. This one looks different. 21, the Patient. Never mind. 2 more. Come on, give me 1 more. See... I don't know if that's the face I'd be making, but that is why I am what I am. The Reluctant Bride, no comment. And the final one, Blue Goblin, the Balrog. Oh, the Balrog. Well, we did get the Laughing Cavalier, which is kind of awesome. Actually, not even kind of awesome. That is really awesome. We're going to set this off to the side, give another shout out real quick to Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. We're getting him Definitely pushing for him to get to 600 and over 600. 22 comics. Link to him down below. The pack brought to you by Leaf Fan Down Under. And now, the preparation will begin so we can celebrate Janksgiving in traditional Jank Pack Thursday style. So, bear with me. It won't be but a couple of seconds for you, but it's going to be longer for me. So, see you in a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. This is lightly toasted bread. And that is Vegemite. I have had... Actually, hold on. Important expiry dates. Yeah, I know. They're date first. What's the date on this? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Is there a date on it? Not that I've seen. Well. Regardless, doesn't... Oh, wait, here we go. April 24th of April. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now, because it was Leaf Fan Down Under, I actually have been saving this. Proudly made in Australia since 1923. I have had the British version of this, Marmite. But I know there is a difference between the two. I just don't know what the difference is. I know both of them are basically, a brewer's yeast byproduct. Very, very thick. And especially from what I've read about Vegemite, it looks like Nutella, but it isn't. Really, weirdly, not much of a smell either. But either way, it's one of those things I've always wanted to try. Well, maybe. Oh, that is some thick goop. But because it is like a brewer's runoff, or brewer's yeast runoff, apparently this one especially is a lot saltier than Marmite. Than Marmite, but I don't know. I might not do both because we'll see, but I don't know. But this is, I believe the difference is they add like vegetable kind of seasoning to the Vegemite. Leaf Fan Down Under, if I'm wrong, or any other Australians in there, or people that know, like Zach, you're an idiot. Well, we've known that. But either way, what better way to celebrate Janksgiving than with something I've never actually eaten before? It's a celebration of all things good. So we're going to cap that up again. And who knows, I might actually like it, but that one we may not do both. But shout-outs once again before I turn this around. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector to 600. 22 comics is going to kill me in fantasy football this week. And Leaf Fan Down Under for the pack. And, hey, there we go, whatever this is about to be. So I don't know. We'll see. From what I've read, it said that Vegemite especially is, I think they described it as a taste best acquired as a child. I am not a child, at least not in age. But whoa. Woohoo! Well, that's certainly a thing. Yeah. Wow. That is... Yep. I see what the reviews about it meant when it said it is a very intense flavor. Wow. It's very salty. Almost like you're chewing on a beef bouillon cube. And then it's bitter at the end. I have to say, no. That is a very, wow, that is interesting. That is really interesting. And honestly, much like the durian mochi, that is a flavor I don't know. Like, maybe if I grew up eating it from a young age. Whew. To my Aussie friends in the chat or in the comments, thoughts on Vegemite, or is it something that's so divisive that, whew, that like the younger generations can't get behind it? Because I know with a lot of these like traditional foods in various countries, it runs into that. Like the younger generations are starting to move away from it because they simply didn't grow up with it. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I tried it. Maybe. Wow. And it's so thick. Like, it looks like it would be just like, like I said, it looks like a really dark Nutella consistency. Very, very thick. But that is a lot of flavor. It's one of those things, like, there's a lot going on, and I can't fully nail down exactly what it is. I'm not saying I would prefer 40-year-old gum to this. I'm not saying that at all. Just, this is very unusual. I don't know. I may have to revisit this and try it again, but for the time being, I'm gonna have to sit here and say I might take a pass on the Vegemite. I don't know, but it's, like I say, it's different, and it's always worth trying something. So, if you ever try it, please let me know what you think. God, I haven't tried Marmite in forever. Do I want to try that again? Maybe. If I get anything English or British themed, I may have to get a hold of some Marmite and try that. Wow, it's still there, guys. Like, I've been doing this for almost 7 minutes on this second part when I brought the toasted. That is still lingering. Definitely different. Definitely unusual. Hope your Thanksgiving dinner is going well. But one of those things. I would say try it, but I don't. To me, that is the textbook definition of acquired taste. Maybe I'll acquire it. Maybe I won't. Man, it's just, there's so much going on, and I just cannot nail it down. All right, I'm done. I've grossed everybody out enough with this, and I just smacked myself in the face. That and Vegemite. But anyway, for those of you that actually joined me in the chat, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your holiday and spending it with me. If you're catching it on the rewind, thank you for taking time out of your day and spending it with me. Don't forget to visit all the shoutouts down below. Leaf Fan Down Under for the pack and the inspiration to try the Vegemite. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector pushing him to 600 subs and 22 comics is going to put the boots to me in fantasy football. So, we will see. It's Thursday. There's been a couple of games going on. There's a game tomorrow, which is weird. I can't figure that out. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Happy Janksgiving, everybody. I finally did it. Let's go. I got to make a note to do it again next year. So, thank you for stopping by. Catch you next time, everyone.